A massive fire has shut down a major route for the morning commute. Greg Harper is there. He joins us live with more. Greg.
Good morning, Kyle. We are here on Hastings Street here this morning where Vancouver firefighters continue to deal with this blaze. It's behind me here right now. They've been spraying water on this structure for several hours. This is a building that is smoldering. Earlier this morning, this was a huge blaze. When firefighters arrived, flames were shooting 60, 70 feet into the air. Also, firefighters observed two people who were hanging from the side of the building, actually hanging from a windowsill. Those two people were rescued, taken to hospital with minor injuries. One or both who were rescued also told firefighters that there may be two more people inside. The fire department has been unable to confirm this. The assistant fire chief spoke to us moments ago.
It's far too unstable and far too dangerous for us to make entry at this time. So we're continuing with our efforts. This fire is a third alarm, which puts about 50 to 55 firefighters at the scene. And those firefighters are all still engaged. We are looking at freeing up some crews shortly. And we're also looking at freeing up a portion of Hastings Street to allow traffic to start moving into the city for the morning commute.
And this is a look at the fire from Raymer and Cordova. This is a structure that was abandoned. It was slated for demolition. It's possible there was some squatters inside. What caused this fire, that isn't known at this point, but the assistant fire chief says they're not considering it suspicious. So Hastings Street, you can't take it in and out of the city right now. Pryor Street overpass is fine, but Hastings, where we are between Clark and Campbell, is closed. Thor will have more for you in traffic. Kyle?
All right, Greg Harper live this morning in downtown Vancouver. Thanks for that, Greg. Well, the Coast Guard continues to defend its response to last week's fuel spill in English Bay while saying the mess is almost entirely cleaned up. It's been quiet in English Bay with the water at most of the surrounding beaches still off limits to the public this morning. The Coast Guard says only about half a liter of fuel is left on the surface of the water. It concedes communication issues during the initial response to the accident, with the city not informed until 13 hours later. The Coast Guard will investigate whether fuel has sunk into the water column or settled on the ocean floor.
On site, we're still working with a number of vessels and will likely put more material onto the surface. And so once that's done, the water column work and the seafloor work would be appropriate.
After critical comments on Friday, Vancouver's mayor took a softer tone yesterday. Gregor Robertson says he's pleased with cleanup efforts. He still wants the city informed immediately of any future water accidents. Meanwhile, the city has fielded offers from 4,000 people about cleaning and monitoring the water. It expects to work out a public program in the coming days.
We're going to need eyes and ears on our beaches and our waters here for weeks and potentially months ahead, making sure that anything that continues to emerge from the spill is dealt with right away and cleaned up.
An estimated 2,700 liters of bunker fuel spilled on Wednesday from the vessel. It was on its maiden voyage carrying grain from Korea. So far, a dozen birds have been affected but do not appear to be badly injured. Well, there's no end in sight for the ongoing labor dispute at Capilano University campuses, and final exams for students have now been pushed back. Students should be starting their finals this morning, but they've been rescheduled to begin on Thursday. Both sides met over the weekend, but no agreement was made. If there's no resolution by Thursday, exams will be canceled and marks will be based on previous work. Police in Metro Vancouver are investigating a trio of shootings over the weekend, two of them happening in Surrey. The latest came late yesterday afternoon in the 7000 block of 130th Street. A man was found injured and was taken to hospital with undetermined injuries. The gunshots reportedly came from a vehicle that sped away from the area. RCMP quickly cordoned this area off and began canvassing for witnesses. Vancouver police are investigating a serious accident in the southwest part of the city. A Mercedes crashed into a tree on Marine Drive at around 4:30 yesterday morning, leaving a large debris field. The 18-year-old driver was badly injured, while the 17-year-old passenger was left in critical condition. Not too far away at West 41st Avenue and Angus Drive, a Ford Mustang flipped over, injuring two people, but that crash is not believed to be as serious. Well, the campaign for Hillary Clinton to win the Democratic nomination for U.S. president is now officially underway.
I'm getting ready to do something too. I'm running for president. Especially today.
Clinton made the announcement in a video that was released over social media yesterday. Today, she is heading to Iowa ahead of her first campaign event at a community college tomorrow. Meanwhile, another candidate is expected to join the race for the White House today. Republican Marco Rubio is a 43-year-old first-term senator from Florida. Well, these witnesses to a fire in New York State had a lucky escape when a manhole cover went flying through the air.
Well, we were have pretty much evacuating the building. We were waiting for the children to finish evacuating.
Watch yourself, watch yourself. Heads up, heads up, heads up, heads up, heads up, heads up!
This man was being interviewed about the smoke on a street in Buffalo when it happened. An explosion blew off the cover and sent it soaring into the air. Amazingly, no one was hurt.